Hello Libra and welcome to my channel Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a reading for mid-January 2023, looking at your recent past, your current energy, and your immediate future. As you can see, I've already gone ahead and pulled the oracle cards and clarified those. I have the overall energy for the reading. We'll dive into tarot, and then I have my decks for the extended reading. Any information on an extended or personal reading is in the description box below. All right, guys. Let's jump in. In your recent past, you have see the bigger picture with the Five of Cups in reverse. You've been kind of dwelling on a loss for a while now. I feel like it was a pretty big loss. But the thing is, what's been going on in your recent past is it's been pushing you to see the bigger picture. I mean, it really is. It's almost like, because what's meant for you will never pass you. Now it's really hard to see that in the moment. But I really feel like this is about learning that, it's really having a really hard time putting this energy into words. Learning to understand that your past is leading you to where you're trying to go. It's not a punishment. Like, there's a level of you that it feels like you're being punished, or I don't know, something for some sort of loss you've had to endure. And your current energy, you have clear your mind with the Lovers. So I see this in a couple of different ways. It's almost like, if this is a love reading, it's saying, like, clear your mind and get out of your head about relationships. Or it's saying there's a need to kind of align with your own value here. There is a change coming your way. I mean, in your immediate future, you have open up to change with the Fool card, and then the overall energy for the reading is shift and grounded. So it's like you are about to enter a new beginning, and it's a new beginning that I feel like you've wanted for a really long time. But there's a lot that needs to be learned from your past before you can step foot into this new beginning, because there's this need to be very grounded in your truth before stepping into what's next. So let's see. Recent past for Libra, clarifying, see the bigger picture with the Five of Cups in reverse. So, it's hard because that Five of Cups in reverse is like the idea of letting go of the idea that you've lost anything at all. But that's so much harder to do than it is. Yep, okay. You have the Devil with the Seven of Wands. Right now, your truth for your life, meaning what you work for, what you're wanting, or sorry, this was your recent past. What you were working for, what you were wanting, what you were hoping for, what you were investing in, it was all stemming from a place of attachment. And that's normal. We are human beings and we do get attached to things, but what's happening here is the loss that you endured was your attachment to the idea of that reality. It wasn't the reality itself, because what you want is still in your future. What you left behind was what needed to happen to push through that pain that you had to heal from, and probably what it looks like are currently still healing from, was to push you to see the bigger picture, to look at things from a bigger perspective, to look at just look at what else could it mean, the loss of whatever it was that you had to go through. Recent past here for Libra. Because yeah, the Devil, it's like the attachment was what was keeping you from what you wanted. And so you had to lose whatever you lost to release yourself from the attachment to it. And I feel like you're still in the process of releasing yourself from your attachment to it, even though it's been such a while. Because yep, there it is. Oh, wow. Guys, this is a good reading. I mean, you have the Ten of Pentacles here, but look at that. Right underneath is the Five of Cups in the Tower. So this is about your long-term stability. This is about long-term emotional, or sorry, this would be physical stability. With the Page of Pentacles in reverse, there's an opportunity for you to have it, this new beginning, but it's in reverse. So in your recent past, it was like you weren't quite ready for it. You weren't quite ready for it. And maybe even you're investing in the same thing in your future, just in a different way. That could also be something. But it's almost like you had to lose whatever you did so that you could gain what you needed to. One of my favorite concepts is the idea that the universe will provide you with everything that you've ever asked for or that you want, but it's going to first turn you into someone that can A, receive, but B, maintain. There's a need to really learn to maintain your manifestations without fear. And I feel like that's why you had to, because our attachment stems from fear, right? The devil card can also mean fear. Codependency, those things that all stem from fear. So your attachment was coming from a place of fear, meaning you're attaching yourselves to maybe situations or jobs or ideals that don't align with who you really are, but your attachment to them is necessary in your mind because it is your form of stability. Like almost like you feel like you'd be nothing without that attachment. So when you lost whatever whatever you lost, it was very, very, very painful because you weren't just losing the physical thing, you were losing a part of you that was attached to it. But that was a good thing. It was hard for you, I feel like, to understand that, but again, it was a good thing. That's why you have see the bigger picture. Recent past for Libra, but it's almost like, yeah, there was this opportunity here that you were either trying to build on or something that just wasn't quite ready for you or meant for you yet. And that opportunity, whatever this new beginning is, it's going to be better. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so I feel like this has to do with, let me finish my thought first. This new beginning is going to be better than what you lost. That's the biggest thing to understand. Six of Pentacles in reverse with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. This is like consistently investing your time and energy into something and just not receiving the outcome that you want. And the Six of Pentacles is lack of reciprocation. So it felt like no matter what you did, no matter how you invested, it feels and has felt to this day that you just have not been able to receive what's meant for you. I had someone comment on one of my last videos. I think it was Libra. I don't remember. But it definitely is relevant to this reading. She was like, I'm tired of, I've seen it in personal readings, I've seen it in general readings, all of these messages from tarot readers that are saying, you have this new beginning, your whole life is opening up for you, you're going to be wealthy, you're going to have your perfect significant other, they're going to call, they're going to come back, like these empty promises. And that's why I used to have a tarot channel in the past and I left the tarot scene because those types of readings really frustrated me a lot. But being back on the scene, I've realized that they've gotten so out of hand. These grand promises for your future keep you stuck in this idea that things are just going to change overnight. But that's not the way that it works. You have to put in the healing and the inner work in order to get there. Now, I say all of this because at the end of the day, her comment was something along the lines of, I'm tired of seeing these readings, nothing ever happens for me. Well, that within itself, and I'm not trying to call this person out, please don't think that if it was a Libra, but this specific, like that belief system of things never happen for me is within itself what is manifesting. So if you are stuck in a mindset of I never get the love I want and deserve, and things never work out for me, bad things always happen, I always receive bad luck, whatever the case is, of course you're going to see those things continue to pop up in your future because that is what you are creating. You're creating your world around that belief. Now, I think that a lot of the tarot, I don't know, I'm not trying to go on a rant here, but I think a lot of the tarot readings that are in this current spiritual YouTube community are very much clickbait and very much trying to get people to want to watch them, but they provide this false sense of hope. Not that you don't have anything to hope for, but that the things that you want in your life, the universe knows more than you, meaning the universe is leading you there. Everything that is happening for you, not to you. But you can't see that unless you look at the bigger picture. And it's hard. It's really hard to see it, but I just feel like there's this level of, and please don't take this the wrong way, Libra, victim mentality here, especially in your recent past of like, I always end up at a loss. And the reason for that is either it's you don't believe you deserve whatever it is that you want, you don't believe you're capable of it, you don't believe it's possible, whatever the case is, there's a belief system error there that's keeping you trapped in not being able to manifest a new beginning for yourself. And in your current energy, you have clear your mind with the lovers. The lovers to me meaning, really truly loving yourself for you, seeing your value, acknowledging your value, accepting yourself for who you are. And that's where I feel like your current energy is all about, because that is loving yourself is what creates the life of your dreams. It's not chasing will never get you there. And I feel like there's a little bit of chasing that has happened especially in your recent past. But let's see, current energy here for Libra. I just feel like there's a Libra out there that needs to hear, maybe stop watching tarot readings for a while, mine included. I'm not saying watch mine over other ones. I'm just saying there is a level of kind of getting a little caught up in the false sense of hope. All right, you have the King of Wands in reverse with the Hermit in reverse. In your current energy, there is a lot of self-doubt, Libra. The King of Wands in reverse to me is energy of doubting your ability to pursue what it is that doubting your ability to both pursue and maintain what it is that you want in this world. With the Hermit here in reverse, I just feel like it's almost like you've withdrawn yourself so much from the world, trying to make something happen for yourself, that you forgot to live your life in the process. Super common, trust me, I've been there, but I just feel like that's why right now it's almost like there's this need to kind of return like back to your life, almost in a way. That message might not be for everyone, but I also just feel like there's a little, I mean, with the Hermit in reverse, there is some isolation going on. And that isolation will never, of course, it's good to spend time alone, but isolation will never help you get to where you're trying to go. Current energy here for Libra. The lovers with the Fool. That's hilarious. The lovers right here, the Fool right here. This really is about your relationship with yourself, Libra. Now, whether this is a reading and you're resonating it in terms of relationships with other people, or you're resonating it in terms of resonating with it in terms of what you want to pursue in this world, either way, this has to do with your relationship with yourself being what's getting in the way of this new beginning. So there's some level here of believing that you are not deserving of what it is that you want and of this new beginning, which is why you haven't been able to receive it yet, is because until you realize that you are deserving, capable, more than capable, more than deserving of it, then the universe isn't going to give it to you, because it doesn't want you to sabotage it out of fear. And so that's why you've been in this period of having to just kind of feel like life is not working out for you, is because it is, if you are doing the work, if you're doing the inner work, if you're not just watching readings and crossing your fingers and going, okay, maybe this time, if you are doing the work, if you are trying to shift your belief system into alignment with what it is you're trying to bring into this world, well, then you're going to get there. If you aren't, then my advice is to start, because things don't just appear in your life overnight for no reason at all. Yes, sure, some people get lucky, but I'm sure you've heard of the concept of a lot of people who become very wealthy overnight often lose that wealth very, very quickly, because they haven't done the work to understand that they deserve financial abundance, that they deserve that level of money. And so often it's manifested away almost immediately after it's received. And so that's why the universe is saying, hang on, you cannot have what it is that you want and what it is that you desire until you realize that you deserve it and it is meant for you. Because this with the lovers here, whatever this opportunity is, whatever this new beginning is, it is absolutely meant for you. And so what that means is it is the capability to provide you with fulfillment. But if you're going to have fulfillment in an external environment, you have to find that fulfillment within. You have to be what you're searching for in your external world. And I feel like you're getting there. You are, but you are still dealing with quite a bit of self-doubt right now. Okay, current energy for Libra. The Sun and the Six of Swords. This happiness that you're looking for, it's here. It's around you. But the thing is, with the Six of Swords, you've got to move on from this. This loss that you've had is keeping you stuck in this energy of loss. The only thing that can move you towards the Sun is moving on, healing, letting go, opening yourself up to change, which is going to be your immediate future. Because here's the thing, is my future readings, I don't believe that I'm my job as a tarot reader is to sit here and say this is exactly what's going to happen to you, because we are in charge of what happens to us. Sure, there are cycles, and I know that there's astrological forces at play. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is, when it comes to how we use those cycles to our advantage and how we are able to heal and grow and shift our belief system, our thoughts become our beliefs, become our actions, become our reality. What you believe is literally what you will experience in this world. And so, my job as a tarot reader is to say, hey, if you're looking for this outcome, which to me, this is best case scenario, change, new beginning, a shift that is very grounded, that is very much in alignment with what you want, the sun is involved, then you have got to learn to, what was I saying? Oh my gosh, I just completely lost my train of thought because I had another message come in. Oh, I remember, and then I'll get to the other one. This is that my future readings are to say, if you want to get to what this is, then here's what you have to do. The other message that kind of came in, because you have clear your mind here, is don't let your thoughts trick you into believing that they're telling you a truth. Try to learn not to identify with your thoughts, because I feel like there's this level of like your thoughts, you start to believe your thoughts, and it kind of will get you into a spiral. Like, for say if you feel like what you're wanting in a significant other or in a career is just not possible, and your thoughts are trying to constantly tell you of all the ways that this could go wrong, even if it makes sense in a logical sense, that does not mean that they're telling you a truth. And there's a need to disidentify with your thoughts, because your thoughts are merely, they're not you. They're just your brain doing its thing. Your consciousness is you. All right. Immediate future for Libra. Let's see here. This is good, though. This is good. I like this. Immediate future for Libra. The Ten of Wands in reverse with the Temperance in reverse. You've been carrying around this burden of impatience. Now, what I mean by that is, remember, at the end of the day, it is about the journey, not the destination. Now, I feel like, you guys are probably tired of hearing that. I know that I was tired of hearing it when I was at a certain point in my journey, but then you get to a point where you realize life is a journey. Like, it sounds so dumb, so lame, so simple, but it is. You're never going to get to a point in your life where you'll look around and you'll say, wow, everything is absolutely perfect. Nothing in my life is going wrong. I have no challenges, no tribulations, nothing. I think I'm the most amazing person on the planet, and everything great always happens for me. That's never going to happen. That's not reality. Reality is learning to deal with the ebbs and flow of life, and understanding in a grounded way, and understanding that sometimes you experience loss, sometimes you experience gain. One of my favorite photos is just this line going up and down, and it says, this will change, this will change, this will change, this will change. And it literally is, everything in life is very temporary. Every good feeling is outweighed by a not so great feeling. And that's just kind of the way that it goes. But if we learn to not identify with our feelings, if we learn to not identify with our thoughts, well, then we're able to find that peace that we are so searching for in our external world. Now, I'm talking about impatience because there's a level of you that's waiting. You're always waiting for the next thing to happen, waiting for the next thing to change, waiting for what's to come. And that within itself is a cycle. The reason I started my spiritual journey was because I got to a point where I realized that every single time I hit some sort of milestone in my life, every time I hit a goal, I always wanted more. I was always wanting more. I was never content with where I was at. I'm not saying that's you, but what I'm saying is, constantly waiting for the next thing to happen is living in discontentment. And if you're always waiting, if you're putting your energy into waiting, you'll always be waiting, because we attract what we put our energy into. So if you put your energy into patience and gratitude and acceptance for where you're at right now, then you'll constantly feel that way throughout your journey. So your immediate future is about kind of learning to drop that burden of impatience and allow yourself to open up to change, and understand that the ebbs and flows of life are life itself. It's where, you can't have the, what is it? You can't have the sweet without the bitter. Without the bitter, the sweet isn't as sweet. That's what I was trying to say. Immediate future here for Libra. Immediate future for Libra. Take those. The Emperor with the Knight of Wands. This is about your divine masculine energy. Now, please don't think I'm talking about somebody else being your divine masculine energy. That's another issue I have with this whole twin flame divine masculine thing. You have a divine masculine too if you are a divine feminine. We all have them, right? Now, what I'm seeing here is this is about your ability and willingness to take risks and put your life into the hands of the universe. If you have a passion that you're wanting to pursue, this is your sign to pursue it. If you feel like you need to leave a relationship because you are unhappy, this is your time to do it. If you're stuck in a cycle and have been stuck in a cycle of hoping for somebody to come back, this is your sign to move on. This is you finally opening up to change and allowing the universe to give you the shifts that you're ultimately wanting. You just don't know it yet. And so your immediate future is, I see you kind of learning to take some risks, learning to step into a more, more of an open mind, an open heart about what is possible for you. Immediate future for Libra. The Page of Swords. I like that. And the Nine of Pentacles. It's the Nine of Pentacles, and dang it, I keep getting these messages, and I have in a couple of readings where obviously I know how to read tarot, but there's like certain words that I'm being guided to. So I'm going to try to see what this one is. Okay, materialism, setbacks, loss, and overindulgence. So here's the thing. You need to learn not to identify your setbacks with failure. Every aspect of your journey is going to contain bumps in the road. It's going to contain times when you feel like everything is going to hell, if you will. Those moments are the moments that your strength, your being grounded in your truth, are so vitally important, because those are the moments that you're able to shift your belief system. If you give into fear and you give into the idea that, oh my gosh, I'm taking this risk and there's no way this is going to work out for me, there's no way, this is, who does this, like I'm quitting my 9 to 5 to become a tarot reader on YouTube, for instance, there's no way this is ever going to work out. Well, then that mindset is going to within itself sabotage your success. But if you're able to really step into a new beginning and take that risk and say, the universe has my back, and I know that my intentions are aligned, I know that I'm following my passions, I'm following what sets my heart on fire, and I'm going to succeed because failure is not an option, then that's when you're able to really create for yourself. And I feel like you're still in the energy right now, and have been, especially in your recent past, of learning to create. And now in your immediate future is where you actually start to create for yourself. I think, Libra, that you should meditate. I feel that coming through. If you don't meditate, if you don't have a daily meditation practice, I highly recommend creating one, 5 to 10 minutes every day. It doesn't have to be difficult, because there's this need to ground yourself, and ground yourself in your current environment, in your current reality, because there is this level of hoping for things to change and change and change and change. And there's a need to bring yourself back to the present and realize that this moment is all you have. You cannot run away from this moment, because if you're constantly running from this moment, you'll be running forever. So bringing yourself back to the present and learning how to do that, you learn how to do it through meditation, and then you can learn how to do it in your everyday life. And that is where you find the freedom that you're ultimately searching for in your circumstances, All right, Libra. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to hop on over to the extended. We're going to clarify these messages, go into much more detail, and then I have an advice card to pull at the end. It is a pay what you want /can kind of structure. All of the information for that's in the description box below. I hope this reading resonated, Libra, and provided you with some clarity. Thank you guys so much for the support of my channel. This is my livelihood, so it means the absolute world to me that you guys do watch my videos. So I wish you guys the best of luck. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your January, and I hope to see you in future readings. All right, bye, Libra.